Hello and welcome to Field Study, an exploration of food and the landscape. It is springtime here in the Great British countryside, and today I'm going to be introducing you to possibly the most delicious edible wildflower that we have here in the UK. Stay tuned. So this beautiful little wildflower that we have here growing on the side of this road is Cardamine pratensis, or cuckoo flower. Now it's called cuckoo flower because it springs up at this time of year and usually coincides with the return of the cuckoos to the UK. They fly all the way up from Africa and cross the Sahara Desert, and they usually make landfall here at the end of spring or early summer. The British Ornithological Trust put some trackers on them so you can actually see when they're going to make it. I think the closest one at the moment is in France, so any day now we should be hearing cuckoos in the trees. In my opinion, this is one of the most delicious plants that we have here in the UK. Now, it's a member of the Brassicaceae family, so the wider cabbage and mustard family, and its flavour is beautifully sweet, floral and peppery. It's got a real wasabi kick to it, and it lingers on the tongue in like a really delicious way. This plant likes to grow in wet habitats throughout Europe, and you're looking for these beautiful clusters of white to lilac flowers. As with all members of the cabbage family, Cardamine pratensis has cruciform flowers, meaning they have 4 petals that are shaped in the shape of a cross. Typically the petals will have this slightly darker, delicate vein running through them. So the leaf structure is similar to other cress species. So as you go along the leaf stem, you'll see these opposing leaflets on either side, and it will have one terminal leaflet on the end. Now interestingly, the leaves of this plant will change shape depending on how far up the plant you are. So towards the base of the plant nearest the ground, the leaflets will be a beautiful rounded oval shape, but as you travel up towards the flower, you'll see that they get narrower and more feathery, almost like pine needles. But the leaves will always follow the same pattern. As always, for more information about foraging and plant ID, check out the reading list in the description below. So these flowers are great in a salad, or you can put them on top of like poached eggs on toast in the morning. It's one of my favourite things to do. I use it instead of hot sauce at this time of year in order to give that like lovely heat, that sort of wasabi kick first thing in the morning to wake you up. It's lovely. So another one of the common names for this plant is lady's smock. Smock being like the medieval word for undergarments. So it's like a woman's undergarments being hung out to dry. But from that we get lots of cute common names and variation around the country. I think in Yorkshire they call them smick smocks, which I really like. And then there's other common names which denote the sort of habitat that you'll find it in. So another name for it is wet cuckoo, which is fantastic. You find it in wet places when the cuckoo makes landfall and sings in the trees. So yeah, it's really helpful as a common name. That lots of common names for wild plants aren't that helpful, but that one will get you in the right place. So this week I recommend that you get out there into the edges of wet woodlands and wet meadows, or the boggy corner of a park somewhere, and see if you can find it. If you live in a town and you've got canals or a river running through it, you'll often find this growing in like dog parks and stuff alongside there. So go out and see if you can find it. When you put it in your mouth and chew, it gives you this wonderful fiery kick, but it isn't overwhelming like chili would be. It is refreshing and uplifting. It's an excellent spring tonic, and it is a flavour that I look forward to every single year. And they say what grows together goes together. My wild garlic spot is just up here and this is down there, so garlic and wasabi, you can sort of imagine the recipes that I like to do with this. So there we go, yet another species that you can add to your repertoire and use in your kitchen. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more foraging videos and recipes from this beautiful landscape. Until next week, take care.